Have you ever wanted to relive your childhood and play modded beta 1.7.3 Minecraft with your friends, but you were stopped short due to the fact that there's literally no concise tutorial on how to do so? Well, today I aim to show you exactly how. Also, no need to worry about port forwarding. We'll be using the program playit.gg to completely bypass it. This method will work on any router and is much easier and faster than manual port forwarding. Before we start, you'll need 3 things installed: the most recent version of Java 8, WinRAR, and a launcher like MultiMC or Prism Launcher. I've left links for all these in the description. Now, when it comes to making your server, there are 3 main server types: Vanilla, CraftBukkit, and Babric. This video is only going to cover the first 2, but I'll be making a completely separate video for Babric later. That leaves us with Vanilla and CraftBukkit. But before you start downloading anything, you should know the differences between the 2, because they handle mods completely differently. To start, a vanilla server is the basic multiplayer experience, straight from Mojang. It's the original, but it's very limited in built-in features, meaning that there are no native tools for protecting land or managing player permissions. The only way to mod it is to inject mod files directly into the server file. The main disadvantage here is performance. Vanilla beta is not highly optimized, so big mod packs can cause lag. CraftBukkit, on the other hand, is built to handle larger servers. It has greater technical advantages, better performance, smoother chunk loading, and the ability to add server-side plugins, such as economy or essential commands, all without your friends having to download anything. To mod it, you can drag the mod files into a mod folder, but some mods still require you to inject manually. However, the biggest limitation is compatibility. Bukkit and vanilla mods don't work together, so if you have a really cool vanilla mod, you would have to hope there's a Bukkit version of it, and vice versa. Now that you know the difference, you need to know where to find beta 1.7.3 mods. You'll want to use 2 main resources. The first is Modification Station. I've left a link to their wiki and Discord below. The people in the server are very knowledgeable, and they even make brand new mods for beta 1.7.3. The second is MC Archive, a massive database where you can get almost any beta mod you want. I also left a link to a modding starter pack if you want to follow along. Once you have your mods picked out, we need to set up a client. Open MultiMC and create a new beta 1.7.3 instance. Go to Edit Instance, click the Settings tab, check the Java installation box, hit Auto Detect, and select Java 8. Beta 1.7.3 by default has broken legacy sounds. To fix this, check the Java arguments box and paste in the betacraft.proxy link from the description. Next, head over to the Version tab, click Add to Minecraft jar, and add ModLoader followed by ModLoader MP. When adding the rest of your client-side mods, follow the load order graphic on screen to prevent crashes. Put base loaders at the top, major content mods next, then small tweaks at the bottom. Quick tip when adding these: if the mod you downloaded is a .jar file, then it's ready to go. But if it's a .zip file, open it first and check the file structure. The .class files need to be right at the top. If they are buried inside another folder, the game won't read them. To fix this, extract the .zip file, then open the folders. Once you see .class files, press and hold Ctrl and A to select them all. Then compress them into a new .zip file. Name it something different from the original. Now, use this fixed version when adding your mod to the game. While you have that zip file open, check if it includes a sound or resources folder. If it does, you need to copy those contents and paste them directly into your instances.minecraft resources folder, or else the custom audio will not play. Also, make sure to run the game so the resources folder generates. And lastly, always make sure you're adding the client version of the mod and not the server version. To set up the server itself, make a folder on your desktop and drop your vanilla or Bukkit server jar and the .bat file inside. Right click the .bat file and open it with Notepad. First, set your RAM. I would recommend 2000 megabytes, which is 2 gigabytes. Next, replace the word Java with the exact file path to your Java 8 installation. It usually looks like the path on screen, and I'll leave the default path in the description for you to copy. Finally, look at the name of the .jar file and the .bat file and change it to match the exact name of the server jar you downloaded. If they do not match, the server will not start. Save the file, then double click it to run the server. Let the files generate and then type stop in the console. Now, it's time to add your mods. If you're using vanilla, right click the server jar and open it using WinRAR. Next, open ModLoader and P with WinRAR and drag the contents directly into the empty space of the server file. Do the exact same thing for your other server mods. If you're using CraftBukkit, it's usually much easier. You can generally just drag any .jar mod directly into the mods folder and any server-side plugins into the plugins folder. However, depending on the mod and if it's a .zip file, some will still require you to manually inject them into the Bukkit server jar using the same method I showed for vanilla servers. Crucial warning here, do not add all of your server mods at once. Add them in small batches and run the server after each batch. If the server suddenly crashes, you'll know exactly which mod caused the conflict. And if that happens and your server completely bricks, don't panic. Just delete the broken server jar and then paste in a new one from the download pack and start over again. It is way easier than digging through WinRAR to try to find the broken files one by one. When you're done modding, close WinRAR and open the server.properties file with Notepad. First, change online mode to false. The authentication servers for beta are broken, so if you leave this on true, it will block everyone from joining. Next, leave the server IP blank so it automatically defaults to your local IP address. You can leave the server port alone unless you want to run multiple servers at the same time. Save the file and your config is done. Now, to quickly port forward your server, download playit.gg. When you open it, a link will appear. Hold Ctrl and click the link to open it in your browser. Create an account, then add a new agent. Click Add Tunnel, name it, choose Minecraft Java for the tunnel type, leave it on the free network, click Next and hit Create. Finally, click Origin Configuration. To link your local IP, open Command Prompt and type ipconfig. Paste your IPv4 address into the box, then save it. You can also change your port here if needed. Now, your server is officially port forwarded. To join it, go ahead and double click your .bat file to start the server. Start your client, click multiplayer, then type localhost into the server address and press enter. For your friends to join, give them the IP address that playit.gg generated. Just make sure they have the exact same mods installed as the server. Honestly, the easiest way to ensure this is to just send them your instance. This way, they don't have to try to match all your mods from scratch. And this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoy your server. I really try to make this as understandable as possible and cram as much information that I've learned from mod and beta over the years into one concise video. I definitely do not know everything. This is just from my personal experience and what I know. The main reason I wanted to make this tutorial in the first place is so anyone new wanting to make a modded beta server can easily do so using this as a starting point. But anyways, I appreciate you for watching to the end. I hope this video has helped you, and if you have any questions, problems, or get stuck, leave a comment and I'll try my best to help you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.